Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Just a quick reminder that either next week or the week after, there will be no video, and the last week of the month, there will be no stream. I do have it in the back of my head that I want to do one in the middle of the week, but it's just hard to make that happen. But regardless, today we are going back into Vadsky's Dr. McNinja decks with the first villain, King Radical, who is Dr. McNinja's primary nemesis, and yet doesn't have a nemesis symbol. What's the deal with that? He is here to make the world a more radical place, and what his definition of that is anyone's guess. Fighting against King Radical, our action hero stuntman, Terminus, the new variant for Bowman from the Iron Age, created by me, and a variant for Lu Bu, remember him? Called Last Moments, which is frankly terrifying to behold, and we'll be fighting in Definitive Megalopolis. So, start of the game, we put Sparkle Lord into play and remove Ron Wizard from the game. We don't actually remove him from the game, he comes back into play later. Shuffle the villain deck. King Radical gets a token when any of these things occurs. A target takes 4 or more damage at once, and that's any target, not just a hero target. Or a card is destroyed for the first time in a turn. So the first time any card is destroyed, he's like, wow, that was radical. End of the villain turn, if he has 10 or more tokens, he flips. Otherwise, he deals Sparkle Lord and the 2 hero targets with the highest HP, 3 melee damage each. Now, Sparkle Lord is a motorcycle who is also a unicorn. Play this card next to a hero. First damage dealt by that hero each turn is irreducible and increased by 2. End of the villain turn, that hero deals 2 damage to a villain target other than this card. I think we're going to give, we have a lot of really good options here. These are all good damage dealers. I think we're going to give that to Bowman, and hopefully I don't forget he's there. Here we go. Let's get Radical. King Radical's Court. If King Radical is on his Cumberland Mob Boss side, he is. This card is indestructible. At the end of the villain turn, discard the top card of the villain deck. If it was a target, put it into play. So he hits Sparkle Lord and Terminus, and let's say Lu Bu. And then Bowman deals a target 4 melee damage, only got 1, he gets a token. Then we discard the top card, it is not a target. So we're just going to be fighting King Radical. Here to fight King Radical, no time to bleed, increases damage by 1, play Dramatic Cliffhanger, draw a card. I'm going to start with Guilty Verdict, and we will Haunted Grasp, hit King Radical for 3, draw a card. Alright, so his first damage dealt is irreducible. Let's go ahead and Boxing Glove Arrows. That'll be 3 irreducible projectile damage and 3 melee damage to King Radical, not giving him any tokens because it's 2 hits. His power is Titan Draw. Until the end of your next turn, increase damage dealt by Bowman by 1. Speaking of damage increases, draw a card. Alright, Lu Bu, what the hell do you Lu do? Lu Bu will start with a Forceful Entry. Search my deck or trash for an audience card, put it into my hand, shuffle it. Villain target with highest HP may deal Lu Bu 2 melee damage, and if they do, play a card. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab his horse, red hair. I don't remember what it does. We will absolutely take 2 damage to play a card. Play Worthy Opponents. Increase damage dealt by Lu Bu to the non-hero target with highest HP by 1. Start of your turn, Lu Bu deals the non-hero target with the highest HP 1 melee damage. So his power is True Happiness. Choose a target, increase damage dealt by and to that target by 1 until the end of your next turn. I am tempted to pick Bowman, although he is one of the highest right now. Now let's do Stuntman, that'll be fun. Stuntman takes some extra freaking damage. Draw a card. Alright, Definitive Megalopolis plays Bustling City. When this card enters play, reveal the top card of each deck in turn order. If it's a one-shot, discard it, otherwise put it into play. Start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Well, this could be bad. That is a bad dude. It's Derek. First time a token is put on King Radical each turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 energy damage. So that means a second token immediately. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. Oh boy, Hidden Mine. I didn't want that. That's a one-shot. Pin the target. Cool. And Lu Bu Army. Start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Okay, so that's actually... Oh wait, and then we do also the environment. Persistent Paparazzi. When a hero uses a power, they deal themselves 1 irreducible psychic damage. Start of the environment turn, each hero may discard a card. If all active heroes do, destroy this card. End of the environment turn, Dramatic Cliffhanger. That is destroyed, so King Radical gets a token, which means that Derek hits, let's say Stuntman. He can take 5, hit him back for 3, and then I took 5 damage so I could destroy this card to use a power. I don't have any other powers to use though. I will leave that in play. Oh right, Hidden Mine also goes off. Holy butts. Let's get it over with. Let's see, we get a token off that damage. Stuntman deals each target 3 projectile damage. Holy crap. Let's see, hero targets are being dealt 3 or more damage. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens in our Wrath pool. He hits himself for 4, which means King Radical gets a token. We'll remove 3 tokens from her Wrath pool and increases damage by 1. So now he's hitting them for 4 projectile damage, which admittedly is just mining tokens. Derek plays the top card of the villain deck, Radical Dismount. He hits the highest for 4, that's Bowman. Gives himself a token. Destroy 2 equipment cards. we're in the middle of doing that, actually. We have no others besides that. Cool. Then he deals each non-hero target 6 fire damage, giving him another token. And now I can draw a card, play a card, and use a power. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and use his power to play Koot, because why the hell wouldn't we? I'm not going to be able to keep track of where all these tokens are coming from. And then I will play Violent Escalation, deal up to 3 targets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projectile damage, giving him another token. He takes 3 in response, hits back for 6, giving him another token, and then hits him for 8, giving him a 10th token. So in one round, we are getting King Radical to flip. He is admittedly also below half his hit points. Okay, we will make some other decisions later. Oh, right, and he used a power, so he hits himself for 8, so he's almost dead also. Okay, cool. King Radical plays a card, Radical Punch. Deals a non-villain target with the highest HP, 3 melee damage. That is Terminus. Add a token to the Wrath pool. Alright, she should add 1 because he hit himself, and she should add 1 more because King Radical hit him. Increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1 till the start of the next villain turn. Oh boy, that's not something we needed. Okay, end of turn, he flips to the Cumberland Battle Mech. If things weren't radical enough already. When he flips to this side, destroy Sparkle Lord, all environment cards and all bad dude cards. Oh yeah, some damage should have been dealt. I think Sparkle Lord's already dead, because he would have been hit for, what, the 3 and then the 4? Yeah, Sparkle Lord's already dead. There's like 2 more tokens here now that it matters. Destroy Sparkle Lord, all environment cards and all bad dude cards. There's no bad dudes, but he does destroy Persistent Paparazzi for us. Thank you, buddy. He regains X HP, where X is 5 times the number of cards destroyed this way, so that's 10. Fair. Increased damage dealt by King Radical by 1. Not so fair. Whenever a bad dude would enter play, instead discard it and play the top card of the villain deck. End of the villain turn, he deals each non-villain target 0 lightning damage. Then he deals a non-villain target with highest HP 3 projectile damage. So everybody take 2, and that kills this, unfortunately. Stuntman takes 4. Let's just keep adding Wrath tokens for a bit. He can hit back for 6. Cool. And then he hits the highest for 3, 4, 5, which is Bowman. Now we'll remove 3 tokens and increase his damage. Okay. Oh, right, and we reveal the top card. It is, in fact, a bad dude who gets discarded, and we play the top card of the deck. Radical Research. When this card enters play, play the top card of the villain deck. At the end of the villain turn, reveal the top card of each hero deck. Replace any one-shot cards revealed this way, and discard the rest. So, first we play the top card. It's the Battle Shuttle. Oh boy. Then we do some discardings. That's a one-shot, so it gets replaced. She loses Graven Shell. Darn. That's an ongoing. That's an ongoing. Okay. The Battle Shuttle, at the end of the villain turn, deals each target other than itself 2 projectile damage, increased to 3 from that one card that got played. Okay, number 1, Stuntman dies. You live by the Stuntman, you die by the Stuntman. It's not a bad thing. He burned brightly. Wrath token. 3 to herself, and she will remove 3 to give herself a +1. 3 to Bowman, 3 to Lubu, 2 more tokens in the Wrath pool. Oh yeah, and it also hits King Radical for 3. Okay, so yeah, Stuntman is dead in round 2. This has been an amazing game. Player may draw a card, hero may use a power, hero target may deal an environment target 2 melee damage. That would be nice if there were any environment targets. Let's have... oh geez, the only person with a damage dealing power is Terminus. Yeah, fine, she can hit herself for 3 cold damage, add a token to the Wrath pool, do 4 to King Radical. We need to get rid of some ongoings here. Let's do the Chain Conductor. We got Immortal Coils. I'll put that into play. Power. Immortal Coils. Deal a target 4 cold damage. We will remove 3 tokens and reduce damage dealt by him by 1. Draw a card. Okay, we're definitely going to pin the target. Electro Arrow. Deal 3 projectile damage. Oh wait, actually, I should hit the shuttle with this. Hit that for 3 projectile damage. It hits itself for 3 lightning damage. And then because it is a device, it deals itself another 3 lightning damage. I've never had that go off before. Pin the target. We'll be doing 4 projectile damage per discard, +1. So let's drop a card, 4, 4, and 4 to King Radical. 12 damage. Draw a card, and his +1 wears off. Alright, start of Lubu's turn. He hits King Radical for 2. Well, let's just go full power, have Lubu deal a target 4 melee damage, and that'll be King Radical for 5. Let's use his power to increase Bowman's damage dealt and taken, theoretically. Draw a card, and, well, the one for Stuntman wears off. Okay, and then this wears off, and this wears off. Megalopolis plays Bomb at City Hall. Emergency. Start of the environment turn. This card deals each non-environment target 3 fire damage. Then each hero deals himself 3 irreducible psychic damage and discards 2 cards, then destroy this card. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard 2 equipment cards. If they do, destroy this card. I don't have any equipment cards, I don't think. Oh dear. I have an equipment card. That's not enough. Well, we'll just have to kill it. Or we'll just have to win. That's very possible. His +1 from that one shot wears off finally. He plays Dinosaur Mount. Dinosaur. Wow. Reduce non-projectile damage dealt to this card and King Radical by 1. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Oh, interesting. Alright, end of turn. He is dealing each non-villain target 0 lightning damage. So he's dealing flat damage right now. He hits the highest for 3. That is Lubu. We discard the top card of his deck. It is not a target, so it doesn't go into play. We discard the top card of some hero decks. Oh, Railway Spike. That's a one-shot halberd. Okay. The Battle Shuttle deals each target other than itself 2 projectile damage, which means it does full damage to both King Radical and his mount. Thanks for helping us with the bomb. Bowman takes 3, which means we get a token in the Wrath pool. And we play the top card of the environment deck. Burning High Rise. Oh dear. Start of the environment turn. This card deals each hero target 2 fire damage, and each hero deals themselves 2 irreducible psychic damage, then destroy this card. End of the environment turn. Each player may discard any number of cards. If H plus 2 cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. Well, we can't do that right. Let us instead have one hero target deal an environment target 2 melee damage, and then that environment target deal each non-environment target 1 melee damage. Well, that's actually not going to do a whole lot of damage. No, but you know what? It will help us deal with things. Okay, we'll have Bowman hit the Bomb at City Hall for 3. That will hit literally just the shuttle for 1, but that's okay. Unusual Suspects. Add 2 tokens to the Wrath pool. She deals up to 2 targets 2 cold damage each. If she deals damage this way to a target that shares a keyword with a card in any trash pile, increase that damage by 2. So there is in fact a device in the villain trash, so she will drop the Battle Shuttle, and she will defuse the Bomb at City Hall. Power, I'm going to do Immortal Coils. Hit King Radical for 2. Remove those tokens to keep his damage nerfed. Draw a card. Alright, Bowman, shoot, has nothing to do. We might get screwed by that Burning High Rise. Let's play Quick Draw Quiver and use it. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. I will discard an arrow so I can draw another card, and then draw a card. Start of turn, he hits the highest for 1 melee damage. Increase to 2, reduce to 1, because it's King Radical. Can I just kill him? The answer is I cannot. That's... wow. Okay, we're going to go with Board of This Life. Reduce damage dealt to him by 1. I'm going to skip his power phase and to draw a card. We don't need anybody taking extra damage right now. Because, let's see, everybody take 2 fire damage and hit yourself for 2 irreducible psychic damage. So Lubu only takes 3. Destroy that. We get the Plummeting Monorail. Gripes. The first round was so nice, now we're suddenly piling up emergencies. Start of the environment turn. This card deals you 2 non-environment targets with the highest HP 5 melee damage each, then destroy this card. End of the environment turn. Hero may deal himself 2 melee and 2 psychic damage. If they take damage this way, destroy this card. Let's go ahead and do that. Lubu can take 1 and 1 and just get rid of that. Alright, nothing happens at the start of turn. He plays Radical Replacements. Destroy all environment targets. There ain't none. Good thing I got rid of the monorail. Reveal cards on the top of the villain deck until X targets are revealed, where X is the number of targets destroyed this way plus 1. Put them into play, then shuffle the other cards into the villain deck. I love, it's just like he had sleeper agents in the environment and he's bringing them to bear. Anyway, we get a target. Oh man, it's one of my favorite things from this story arc, the Dubstep Quartet, but they are a bad dude, so we discard them and instead play Radical Environmentalist. Reduce damage dealt to environment targets by 1. Oh, that sucks. At the end of the villain turn, if there are no environment targets in play, play the top card of the environment deck. So now we have 2 chances to get another emergency. Alright, end of turn, he hits everybody for nothing. He hits the highest for 3. Terminus, she gets a Wrath token. Reveal the top card of each hero deck. It's a one-shot. That's an ongoing. Gets replaced. That's an ongoing. Play the top card of the environment deck. Police backup. Oh, good. Something we actually want. This card is considered a hero target and is immune to damage dealt by hero targets. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the villain target with the highest HP 1 projectile damage. Very familiar. End of the villain turn, there is in fact an environment target in play. We're good. Okay, let's have Terminus use Immortal Coils, hit King Radical for 2, and just add a token to her Wrath pool. And then for her turn, I kind of don't want to do Railway Spike. I'd rather just do Full Moon Express. Yeah, I'm going to play Full Moon Express, so she can deal retaliation damage, though he might not need it. Immortal Coils, hit him for 2 more, add 1 more token to the Wrath pool, draw a card. Bowman! Oh, Bullet Arrow. Bowman deals a target 1 projectile damage. That gets through to King Radical. Prevent the next damage dealt by that target. Well, that's fine. We're going to pin the target and take him out with 2 projectile damage. Cool. So, yeah, I apparently accidentally discovered a really disgusting damage-dealing combo, so this didn't last very long. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at the rest of King Radical's deck. Interrupt Power Up. Whenever hero, ongoing, or equipment card would enter play, instead destroy it, which, you know, will give him tokens on his front side. Start of the villain turn, each player discards a card, then destroy this card. Reverend Miller, this is one of the guys who got discarded. When this card enters play, search the villain deck for King Radical's court and put it into play, then shuffle the villain deck. At the end of the villain turn, each bad dude regains 3 HP. The Dubstep Quartet says reduce damage dealt by non-villain targets by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 1 sonic damage. I fucking love these guys. It's such a weird combination of shit. The Adventures of Dr. McNinja is a fantastic comic series. National Hero. King Radical deals each hero target 2 fire damage, destroy an environment card. If a card is destroyed this way, each villain target other than Sparkle Lord regains 4 HP. Mafia Goon. When this card enters play, it deals itself 1 irreducible melee damage. At the end of the villain turn, if this card is at its max HP, remove it from the game. Otherwise, it deals the hero with the highest HP H projectile damage. So if you help him out, he'll fuck off. Radical Beatdown. Non-villain damage cannot be increased. When this card enters play, King Radical deals each non-villain target 2 melee damage. At the start of the villain turn, destroy this card. Cloaking Device. Whenever King Radical will be dealt damage, redirect that damage to the non-villain target with the highest HP. Each player cannot play more than 1 hero card per turn. Nasagast. This is an undead astronaut guy. This card is immune to melee and projectile damage. At the end of the villain turn, if King Radical is at less than his max HP, this card deals each hero 3 infernal damage. Old McNinja. Whenever this card is dealt damage, it becomes immune to damage for the rest of the current round. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP, H melee damage. Herschel, another bad dude. When this card enters play the top card of the environment deck. The first time a token is put on King Radical each turn, play the top card of the villain deck. That's really stupidly bad. Pizza Jackers, bad dude. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 3 hero targets with the highest HP, H minus 2 melee damage. At the start of the villain turn, destroy an equipment card. And King of the Radical Lands. When this card enters play the top card of the environment deck. Damage dealt by King Radical is irreducible. So yeah, he is kind of a wacky, go-nuts, beat-your-face kind of villain, and puts up a pretty good fight, assuming you don't deal 30 damage to him in a single turn. Yeah, this variant of Lu Bu, it's terrifying to look at, and power is actually really gross. I made very good use of it. Completely random that I got 3 damage increase powers like that. But that's it for this one. You can find King Radical on Vadsky's Sentinels mod. You can find Lu Bu on Zarami's Sentinels Vault. You can find Iron Age Bowman on Walker's Workbench. So that is all for this one. Thank you for watching. Thanks everybody who came to chat. It's been fun. Tabletop Simulator, the recent called DLC, Vadsky's Sentinels mod, Walker's Workbench, and Zarami's Sentinels Vault are not licensed Great Games products. Please support the official release and flip. I keep forgetting about that.